On a warm, late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
You're set. 49, guys. Mike, 49. 65.
Here's Le'Veon Bell's first carry as a New York Jet. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Bell, of course, three-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. It's it. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Young lady, I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 36. It's it.
3rd and long. It's Darnold. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Here's Jones on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Allen, and that's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flushed out right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And again, it's Allen. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
I got you.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. A first down carry for Smith. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This Week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62-55. And, of course, both of these franchises really feel like they have their quarterbacks of the future in Josh Allen and Sam Darnold. Now Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quinnen Williams in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's Allen, escaping the pressure right. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, they're back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Bravo. Come on, dude. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. We own it. We own them. Check the backer, check the backer. Tighten up, tighten up. Alert, alert, alert.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flush to his right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. No gain, and it's second down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here with Smith. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On second down, it's Bell. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
General West.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A great return there of 22 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Ito Smith. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen stepping up. He's going to keep it. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got his man. This is Dotson. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Flushed out right, and that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Bell. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
57 to Mike. You don't know no better. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got it. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. You know, young lady. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Pick it up, guys.
Darnold from the gun. A deep ball for Dotson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Now a first down carry by Bell. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
I know he ain't got it.
This is Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it here with Smith. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They keep it with Smith on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Smith. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A give to Smith out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
Yeah, exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second and a couple, Allen escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, Charlie.
Allen from the gun on third down. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Beasley signed with the Bills in March just before his 30th birthday after 7 years with the Cowboys, hoping that he can be a very valuable slot receiver in Buffalo. Just under 700 yards last year and 3 touchdowns in Dallas. Allen now looks to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. There he goes left side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Flush to his right, and this will be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Bills on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Henry Anderson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Allen going to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Again, it's Bell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, he's going to let it. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 57 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now Bell. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Bell. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Let's go, D.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. So after the INT, it's Allen eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. Marr on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Jets, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town.